It's Friday night, and that means it's time for Fast Break Friday. Welcome to the Campus Basketball League, powered by FaithWorks Sports, hosted right here at the University of Botswana, home of the UB Relics. Every week, FBF brings you electrifying matchups, passion, energy, and faith on full display. Settle in, the action's about to begin. And remember, there's always another great game coming your way on FBF.
Good evening, and welcome to Fast Break Friday, brought to you guys by FaithWorks Sports in collaboration with the University of Botswana. That is the home of the UB Relics. Today, it's Midnight Rouges versus the Ruby Rascals. The game is starting in just a few, and tip-off is about to begin. We're gonna take a look at our verse of the day today, which reads as follows. The verse of the day is 1 Corinthians 10. Verse 30. So, whatever you eat or drink, do whatever you do with the glory of the Lord. That is the verse of the day today, and it is asking us to put the Lord first. Let us see how the game is going to be played. I'm your commentator for the day, Kutra MC Man, and I'm not alone today. I'm flying with Miss Aneta Kopi. We'll see you guys soon. Is underway already. It's the Midnight Rouges on the ball. I'm seeing the hands of Christine. Give it away to Hunter, and welcome back, Hunter. This is one team that has amazing players here, but let's just give you guys a rundown of the other team, which is the Ruby Rascals. We have the team of Nonofo, Zanele, Jessica, Faith, Hazel, Kali, Naledi, Michelle, and Lukani. And for the Midnight Rouges, we have Bonno, Angela or Angie Buckets, we have Hunter, Jemima, Christine, Dintle, Toju, as well as Yasmin. These are the players who are going to be facing off against the Ruby Rascals for today's game. And just like that, we'll see which team is going to be drawing first blood. There's Yasmin on the ball, giving away to Hunter, and Hunter now is dribbling, passing the ball through the lady Kali. Now she gives it away to Christine, and Christine misses on that shot, with the shot being just a little bit short on the bucket. Turnover is in the hands of the lady in red. It's Lukani, and there goes Hazel now giving it to looks like it's in the hands of Kali again, and they're trying to shoot, and unfortunately Naledi misses that one, with the ball just moving straight into the bouncing right off the rim of the bucket. Is Hunter now chest to chest pass to Angie Bucket, and she finally gets her hands on the game. Told you now, almost, and unfortunately the first foul of the game goes to her. The official catches it and says, "My lady, you have unfortunately traveled." Again and again, we have Bonno, Angie Bucket, Hunter, Jemima, Christine, Tinte, Toju, and Yasmin all playing for the Midnight Rouges. So we'll see which team here is going to come out on top and which team is going to come out in tears. One thing you guys need to understand about this game is these ladies, they know each other inside and out. We have two ladies who've actually played together who are now playing against each other. That is Christine and Naledi. We also have Hunter alongside Khali. Remember that in Fast Break Friday, the tournament is a draft-based tournament, and we'll see how this game is going to be played. Like I told you guys, I am not alone. I am with Miss Aneta Kopi. We'll just hop onto her side and see what she thinks of the game so far.
I think the ladies are off to an amazing start. Midnight Rouges is moving quickly across the court, making smooth passes to one another. It's going to be a tough game, I think. It's going to be a really tough game. But Ruby Rascals are also adding pressure, not making it any easy for the Midnight Rouges.
Thank you so much for that quick and precise analysis. Our game is going to see team is going to draw first blood and score the first point. Again and again, I've told you the supremacy of the ladies in the court right now. Angie Buckets is there alongside Yasmin and Christine, and we're also seeing Naledi playing with Hazel, and I know Michelle is going to be playing here for the Ruby Rascals. I did see her just before tip-off, and we'll see how this game is going to be played. There goes Yasmin now. Yasmin giving it away to Christine. Christine goes for a layup, and it's a little wide on the basket and doesn't go in. There's Naledi now. Naledi giving it away to Khali. Khali on the ball gives it to it's actually Lukani. Lukani makes the first shot of the match, and we have a score for the Ruby Rascals. Hazel now on the ball for the Midnight Rouges. They're trying to respond. This is one game I'm honestly hoping will end in a tie. Depending on how these guys are going to be playing, it might actually prove very futile to what I'm saying right now. But this is one game I'm honestly, it has players I've enjoyed seeing play over the past couple of months. And just like that, the official calls it. It looks like somebody was fouled. Just 9 minutes that is left to play. We have one team leading at 2 points and the other one trailing behind at 1 point. The Midnight Rouges have that 1 point that NG Buckets actually scored from the free throw, and it looked really nice. They're although missing the first point, it was very impressive. Right now we're seeing one lady there, which is the lady from the Ruby Rascals. Actually, it's Faith on the ball for the free throw. Ooh, nicely done there with the ball, trying to scream just a little bit outside of the basket, but eventually ending up inside. That is one score that people would call a textbook score in the world of basketball, and we'll see how they play again. The stands looks really nice there for the basket and doesn't go in, and there goes Jasmine with the turnover. Hunter now, ooh, a bit too short. Naledi Butterfingers there doesn't get her hands on the ball, and it's saved now for the Midnight Rouges. NG Buckets still doesn't see the bucket. There's Yasmin. Nice dribble there by Yasmin, blocked by Hazel, creating a beautiful block there. Hunter from outside the D zone goes for the 3-pointer, and unfortunately the pass is unsuccessful. Naledi looking for a lady in red, but unfortunately doesn't see one within the court. That lady had actually stepped out of bounds for a little breather, I'm assuming, but we'll see how they are playing. Now starting it is Lukani. Naledi dribbling down, tries to go for short on her own. She goes for the hang. She hangs again. Oh, nicely done there. Now with just a little bit of a mishap happening with the block that was offered there by Toju and Hunter. Now Hunter leading the score right there. We'll see how she goes. Let's see how these girls are going to be playing. Jasmine gives it to NG Buckets. Selfless move there by NG Buckets, not shooting but rather passing it to Toju. Toju gives it to Yasmin. Yasmin sees Hazel on the far right, and just like that, Lukani gets a foul. It's actually Khali, not Lukani. Khali was the one who actually fouled Yasmin. Yasmin on the free throw line. Effortlessly done there is Yasmin. And good camaraderie from Situnya, aka Hunter. Nicely done there. I see why these ladies are very, very proud to be having Yasmin on the team. She never misses shots as easy as that one.
We've got amazing support from the respective teammates as well. Ruby Rascals are awfully quiet because they are leading by 2 in the game, as the score is thus far 5-3. Ruby Rascals again is in the lead. There's amazing support from the Midnight Rouges as Hunter is passing the ball. Midnight Rouges, there's a lot of commotion going on by that side of the court. However, they are playing very, very well. Yasmin takes the shot and unfortunately misses that 3. However, there is again such camaraderie from their teammates that are on the sidelines, cheering them on, pushing them to keep up the amazing work. The court it goes. Balls with red now. Khali to Lukani. Lukani goes with the ball. World 5-5 on both teams, and a timeout is called. This has been such an amazing game thus far. Both teams are bringing their A game to the court, not giving each other any mercy. I've got to say, I am quite intrigued to find out how this game ends, as just at this timeout, the score is once more, I repeat, 5-5. There's a lot of conversation from the crowd as well, speculation about which team is going to win, speculation about the team players' actual playing. Hard to say whether they're impressed or not, but I do think from the look of their faces, they are. Yasmin seems to be leading the timeout talk with the Midnight Rouges. I'd like to expect such an interesting play from here, as this looks like gameplay, game strategy. There's a lot of focus and determination on the team players' faces as they chat during this timeout. Water break for both teams. I think it's well needed because it is quite hot here on the court. It is quite hot here in Botswana at this time of the year. So of course the ladies are sweating, but the hydration does help a lot.
Thank you so much, Miss Aneta, for holding it down. And it's some really good analysis there we got during that little exchange session there. We're seeing, I don't know, man, it looks like the two teams are actually very happy to be playing against each other there. I'm seeing Angie Buckets now talking to a lady who is on the bench for the Ruby Rascals, but on court side it's Hazel on the free throw line. Nice control there on the ball by Hazel there, making the spectators really, really proud to be looking at that one there. NG Buckets defending on the far right side, and far left side it's Christine. And just like that, behind her is Lukani offering assistance. And for the rebound, it looks like it's Naledi for the Ruby Rascals. No pressure on the lady. Ooh, too short there, and just like that, Naledi was the one who actually manages to get her hands on that little rebound there just in time. Now the ladies they're playing really, really well. Let's see how they will do this one day. Hunter being called off there. Motion and controversy there that's happening, but the ball is about to start there, and there goes Yasmin now giving it to Jemima. Jemima gets it inside, first touch on the ball, and it's Jemima. Nicely done there. It's Jemima. It's really, really incredible how these two teams are actually playing right now. One team, Midnight Rouges, is leading by 1 point at exactly 7 points, and the other one is behind at 6 points, and the official calls it. The official is calling it. Hazel now jumps to catch the ball, and just like that, the ball lands comfortably on her feet, too wide, and the ball hits the other side of the backboard, and there goes Yasmin there, defended by 3 ladies, but fortunately she managed to get it away, and just like that, turnover now. Ruby Rascals have it. Ruby Rascals have it. It's Khali and Lukani. Nice exchange there. Ooh. Nicely done there by Khali. This combination between Khali and Lukani is very dangerous. 3-pointer for the Ruby Rascals. The Ruby Rascals are now sitting at 9 points. And just like that, we have less than 10 minutes to play. Actually, less than 12 minutes to play. That is how this time has been going. This game is going to be played there. One player has actually asked to halt the match. They're trying to see something. I don't know what's going on. The official did allow it because at the same time, well, NG Buckets has asked for that little break there. It was Khali and Lukani. Now Lukani has hands on the ball, talking to the far side official there on the far right side, actually, when watching from your left side to your right side. And this game is still being played. I'm still yet to see how they will do this one. There's Jemima on the ball, just like that, before the ball lands to the feet of Hunter. It's actually a foul now, and they're going to be restarting it quickly.
In a substitution of Angela by Bono from the Midnight Rouges. There's been a timeout called as well. At this very moment, the score is 9-7 with the Ruby Rascals outplaying Midnight Rouges by 2. And thus far into the game, there's been quite aggressive play. I've seen all kind of shots made, layups, free throws, three-pointers, and such powerful throws, especially from Khali from the Ruby Rascals. Quite some power she's got. There's been amazing focus on the game as well from the referees, amazing engagement from the crowds. Hard to say which team the crowd supports, as when shots are made by either team, they go wild, especially with those threes. More especially with those threes. In my opinion, my personal opinion, it is also really hard to say which team might win this one. But I do think that the Midnight Rouges have quite a strong chance at winning this game. The gameplay on both teams has resumed again, strategy being set, possible repositioning, substitutions. We cannot wait to see how much power comes back to the court after this timeout. Please do make sure, basketball fans, to follow Faithworks Sports on all our social media at Faithworks Sports on Instagram, and do make sure to use the hashtag FBF26 to stay tuned to this league.
And I'm hoping that they are actually watching out there on social media, because that is where the game is going to be caught in from. Remember that FBF actually stands for Fast Break Friday, and it is a tournament that actually takes place only in the Friday evenings like this one. The weather, the ambient weather looks ecstatic right now. It's sunny, it's not that windy, and the spectators are also not experiencing any glare from the sun from wherever they're watching at. The players are playing. I haven't seen any of them requesting for any refreshments. It means that the heat has actually died down from how it was earlier today at around 3 p.m. Right now, all the players look like they're ecstatic to be watching this game being played. As you can see right now, if you can see actually on the other side, you will see during the game that even now the game that was supposed to have been played alongside this one, which was the game of the Golden Jukes versus Kobo Renegades, the Kobo Renegades teams are now actually watching and spectating for this game, because the Kobo Renegades managed to pick up the victory as early on. So this timeout, although proving to be a bit longer, but we'll see how they are playing. They're discussing strategies. One team has actually already started walking into the court. I'm seeing Yasmin Toju alongside Christine. Christine is actually on the bench rather, and we'll see the other ones there. For the Ruby Rascals, we're seeing Michelle on the floor. Faith actually standing up, but looks like she is might actually not come in there, but the official now will probably call them back in. I'm seeing him communicate to the other teams that time is going to actually be here. Let's go.
All right, we're back from the timeout, and as I predicted, there's even more aggressive strategic play after this timeout, especially from the Ruby Rascals. Now, Lady takes a 2-pointer and unfortunately misses that one. We've got the Midnight Rouges driving the ball across the court. They take a 3 and unfortunately miss that one, and once more Ruby Rascals are going across to their side, attempting to shoot to make some buckets. Now Lady's paused with the ball now. Passes it to Khali. Khali passes it to Michelle and to Naledi. Naledi takes that shot and makes it. Once again, what aggressive play.
We're also seeing a change in personnel there for the Midnight Rouges. I'm seeing Dintle walking in, and we'll see how this one goes. And also again for the Midnight Rouges, it's Bonuno playing again. There goes Naledi now stealing it away, giving it to Faith. And there is Khali, shortest lady on the court. Also has the quickest legs as well. Nice attempt there by Lukani, trying to steal it away. And there goes Christine. When they used to call her last year, they called her Pristine Christine because of the kind of magic she would do on the ball. Actually, don't underestimate these ladies. These ladies are very much fast and really quick on their feet. There goes Hunter now. Hunter dribbling past Lukani. Lukani doesn't see anything, and unfortunately because of that manages to put her hands on Hunter, and Hunter gets a free throw on that point. So we'll see how many free throws the official calls it. And the official tells us that Hunter will be getting 2 free throws. Again, no pressure there. The score, 12 points to the Ruby Rascals. Midnight Rouges looking to make a comeback. It's Hunter missing the first one. Jemima says, you still have this. Don't worry about it. There's still a chance. And looks like Michelle for the Ruby Rascals is also back on the court. Ooh, very violent there. Exchange between Lukani and Dintle. However, the ball is in the hands of the Ruby Rascals, caught there by Lukani. Naledi for the layup. And Naledi is fouled, winning that necessary free throw for the Ruby Rascals. And we'll see if she's going to respond better than how Hunter responded on her free throw lines.
Unfortunately, as Stevie said, that Naledi was fouled. However, now she gets free throws. I cannot wait to see how this plays out. She's been putting on quite the aggression on the court today. She takes a few bounces, scores, and unfortunately misses that free throw. However, there is encouragement from her team to certainly make the next one. She takes a few bounces once more, shoots, and unfortunately misses that one too. Midnight Rouges are driving through the court to their end in attempt to make more buckets, and unfortunately that is a foul. The ladies had dropped to the floor. That seemed quite painful. Dintle from the Midnight Rouges substitutes for Hazel. Now Khali's got the ball from the Ruby Rascals. Ball still with Red. Jasmine from the Midnight Rogues has got the ball now. The Midnight Rogues make one more bucket. Now there's a free throw about to play for the Midnight Rogues. Told you is going to be the one to take the free throw. She's got the ball, takes a few bounces, positions herself, concentrates on the hoop, shoots the ball and makes that free throw like it was nothing. Literally like it was nothing. She goes for her second free throw, positions herself, takes a few bounces, concentrates on the hoop, makes the score, and unfortunately it does not go in. But Ruby Rascals have got the ball now, moving quickly on the court, and unfortunately it is Black's ball now.
I would say that there has been a lot of fouls that we're seeing actually from this match, unlike the other matches that we usually keep on seeing. What are your takes on the fouls that have been committed?
I think that the fouls, again, good job from the referees for much accuracy and precision as it comes to calling them, but I think the fouls could be avoided. But once again, there is much aggression, which is a term we keep using throughout the course of this game because it really is an aggressive one. So I think the fouls do come with such aggression in attempt to win.
I think that might actually be right, considering how it's actually a very fast-paced game, and the ladies now it's now not just a game. Now it's a battle for supremacy. Like I said, these ladies know each other very, very well, and they have played against each other so many times and with each other so many times. And it's very weird to see some of the players playing against each other because most of the times they are playing well, really well together as a team.
And like you said, it is more than just a game now, it is a battle. Unfortunately, there is a foul there. By the Midnight Rogues, however, yes, the Ruby Rascals do have the ball now. Khaled takes the shot and unfortunately misses that one. Balls with Black now. Christine takes the layup and unfortunately misses that one. Lukani's got the ball now from the Ruby Rascals, aggressively and seriously running through down to the court, passes it to Khale. Khale passes it to Michelle. Oh, and unfortunately there is a foul. Oh, what a painful fall that was. That looked very excruciating. Free throw though for the Ruby Rascals. Michelle is taking those free throws. Ref passes the ball to Michelle, takes a few bounces, concentrates on the hoop, makes the shot, and unfortunately it bounces back to her. She's got the ball again, takes a bounce, concentrates, shoots, and unfortunately yet again it bounces back to her. Seems like buttery fingers there from the Ruby Rascals for a quick minute. They take the three and unfortunately miss that one, but not all hope is lost. They attempt two more shots and they miss them both. Ah, wow. Christine from the Midnight Rouges has got the ball. She shooted and unfortunately she misses that one. Ball's back to Lukani, bounces through the court, passes it to Khale. I've got to say, I've loved the power that this girl has. Khale has got such power in her bones when it comes to shooting. Wow, basketball on the floor. Seems like Ruby Rascals had made that bucket and that team is very happy about that. Sounds like the crowd is too. Guess I know which team the crowd is on.
We'll see how it goes. It is a game of basketball in Faithworks Sports, and it could be anybody's game. It could be anybody's game right now. We're looking at 14 points to the Ruby Rascals. They're actually performing exceptionally well, the Ruby Rascals, and just like that, the match is at a timeout. We're seeing Michelle now walking in, giving her hand to the lady. Nonofo just walked in during the timeout that they have called. It's actually a substitution break that is happening. Not Hazel actually, it's Yasmin now, who's, I'm not sure if she's walking out or if they're forcing her to stay in, but we'll see how this one goes. Angie Buckets there on the free throw line, getting a free throw actually. Angie Buckets doesn't get to the bucket, but we'll see how she goes there. There goes Yasmin, giving her camaraderie. Now it's Lukani walking in for a defense. Looks like that was a protected actually time there. Let's see how they will play this one. Last chance at the redemption. Ooh, effortlessly done there by Angie Buckets. She still has another chance to make that one count, and Hunter is moving forward to assist. Shall there be a need for an offensive rebound? And the need, there is no need for that offensive rebound, and we'll see how they will play this game now. So the score now is looking really interesting now, because the Ruby Rascals have extended the lead way much. Khali on the ball. She sees Nonofo on her far right side, and Nonofo is calling for the ball, doesn't get to see the sign. She sees a lady on the far right side. It's Hazel gives it to Nonofo, and they're walking out. Nice layup there by Nonofo, doesn't go in, and she sees Toju with an overhead pass, and the overhead pass is unsuccessful. And just like that, they've actually given her two free throws. We'll see how Toju responds. They need a comeback. They're 4 points behind. They need to make these 2 points count, and maybe on an offensive rebound they can get a 2-pointer there. Ooh, unfortunately, just like that, they still need 4 points. There's no change in the lead or the trail. They're actually trailing behind by 4 points, but we'll see how they do get to this one. Toju, last chance there. She knows she has to make this one count. Ooh, unfortunately, it doesn't go in. There goes Faith now. Faith gives it away to Lukani. Fast, very fast on the ball now. Moving to her far left side. Dribbling there. Actually bouncing. It goes Khali now. Too wide. Bounces off the big board. And just like that, it's in the hands of the Ruby Rascals again. And there's Lukani with the 3-pointer. Hits the top side of the basket and falls in the hands of Hunter. Nice dribbles there by Hunter. Gives it to the lady now. It's Bonno. Bonno doesn't get a 3-pointer. No for now for the turnover. It's actually... Ooh, that would have been a nasty foul there from Toju. She managed to restrain herself on that one, and we're seeing Hunter now. Turnover again. Midnight Rouges. Nice overhead. Ooh, too much strength on that one is Hunter. Too much strength on that one from Hunter, but she sees it's an honest mistake. Too much estimation that could have been given there, and the ball now is again restarted by the Ruby Rascals. We'll be seeing how the lady, Miss Aneta, sees the analysis of this game, and then from there we'll go back to the court side.
I must say that overhead from Hunter did catch me off guard. That was quite a powerful throw, man. Quite a very powerful throw. I also do think it was the excitement, because there was no defenses that were running to that side of the court to make a bucket. So I do think that the excitement must have kicked in there. But there's nothing wrong with the excitement. It is more encouragement to keep up the good work. Angie Buckets tries to score a 3 and unfortunately does not make that bucket. I must say, during those free throws, I really understood why they call her Angie Buckets. She do be making those buckets. She do be making those buckets. All right. Ball is with Lukani from the Ruby Rascals. Passes it to Hazel. And now it is with Angie Buckets from the Midnight Rouges. There's heavy defense as well from Lukani on the Ruby Rascals. She goes to make the bucket, makes the layup. Oh, and unfortunately does not go in. There is a substitution going on and a timeout called from the Midnight Rouges as well. What do you think about that layup that Lukani just tried to make?
I think that was one of the reasons why a lot of us are actually enjoying the game of Fast Break Fridays, because of those quick turnovers that they actually make on their own. And regardless of whether there is a defense or not, they actually get the score. And I want to tell you something about the NG Buckets.
Okay.
Right? The commentators have been accused of being NG Buckets' #1 fans.
The
The commentators. It's because of the vibe with which he plays, along with other ladies such as Christine, Naledi, and Lukani, Nuno, Four, and Hunter, right? And not just that, but the way they actually are quick on their feet. So most of the times it feels like we're the hype man, not just for the team and the match, but for the individual players as well. And like you said, you see why they call her NG Bucket.
All right, that makes quite a lot of sense, and I really don't blame people for thinking that the commentators are Angie Bucket's biggest fan, because you guys hear our reactions live whenever she has the ball, whenever they make a bucket. I must say that Angie Bucket as well has been quite enthusiastic on the court, quite enthusiastic with her team, quite encouraging, quite motivating, and quite determined to win this game. All right, we are back from time out.
Right, so back from timeout now, we're seeing the attack now. Looks like it's going to be led by Christine and NG Buckets along with Hunter. Christine actually has been holding a lot of titles in the world of Faith Work Sports. If you go through all of the matches that she has played, there were some tournaments where she was actually playing really well. The commentators have interviewed her on multiple times, on multiple occasions, when she was the player of the match. And we also need to give these ladies their flowers while they're still here. And nicely done there is the ladies. Now we're seeing Jessica walking in for the Ruby Rascals. We'll see how these ladies are playing. Just like that, even the spectators are recognizing her presence on the court. Jemima now, they're dribbling on the ball. And it's Bunno now. Bunno on the ball. Hunter, back to Bunno again. Hunter doesn't want the ball, this lady. Gives it away to Christine. Christine goes for a dribble all alone. Layup, too short, and before it falls to the ground, it hits the face of Faith, and it's NG Bucket stepping in and out of the D zone, and unfortunately it doesn't go in. Lukani restarting. It is Lukani. Will she whisk past NG Bucket? She doesn't. She passes instead, giving it all the way to Faith and Christine now. Jessica again, first touch, first shot. Jessica, the ball bounces on the back side of the backboard, and actually the front side of the backboard, and just like that she managed to win an advantage for her team. Jessica on the free throw line, and we'll see how the score is. Let's see how they're going to be getting this one. They're too short, and the ball bounces towards the far left side of her vision on the basket or the bucket. But let's see if she actually learned something from this one and actually tries to reduce the angle of descent. Ooh, very unfortunate that the ball just whisking on top of the bucket, just like that. It does happen. I'm not seeing it. Looks like it is a free throw. Hunter on the free throw line. Hunter now looking to silence the spectators now. The Ruby Rascals are leading the Midnight Rouges by 6 points. Will they reduce the lead, or will they do actually. They do, silencing Mr. Commentator. Almost was about to say, or will the effort be futile? But futility does not know the hands of Hunter. It is.
She made that second free throw, Hunter, and unfortunately did not go in. It is now Red's ball. And I think that score from the first free throw was quite a comeback from that overhead she made just before the time out.
19. Yeah, sub.
Again, the ball is with red. Lukani's got the ball now. Naledi runs into position, passes it to Naledi, and I've got to say, after this timeout, there's been such heavy defense from the Midnight Rouges. There was an empty shot there, an empty opportunity for Hunter, and unfortunately, she did not make that one. The ball now is Naledi's, Christie's now, and Jessie unfortunately did not make that shot. Bonno's got the ball now from the Midnight Rouges. She moves with precision and accuracy. Attempts to make the three, and it only hits the backboard and bounces back to her. But balls with Lukani now as she goes down through the court, looking for who to make the pass to. She makes the three, and it gets in. What amazing cheer from the crowd and the Ruby Rascals fellow team members from the bench. This does not disturb their seriousness and determination for the game. Soon after they made that shot, they ran and fell back into position stronger. Bonno's got the ball now, and she passes it to Hunter. Hunter makes the three, and unfortunately, it does not get in. That score fell a bit too short for the Midnight Rouges. Bonno made a three, and it went in. What a clean shot that was. What a clean shot. But I gotta say, the way that first ball fell short.
It's 14.
Balls with Situnya now. She goes through the court. Unfortunately, she had butterfingers for a minute there. Passes it to Bonno. Bonno makes the three, and it gets in. Midnight Rouges are getting amped by the minute. Midnight Rouges are quite ecstatic for their team members. Seems like they just keep getting better and better after each timeout, giving Ruby Rascals a run for their money indeed. Balls with Lukani now. She tries to make the two, and it gets in. Crowd is less excited about the way Ruby Rascals are playing now. Oh, she had made the two, not a three. Midnight Rouges attempt a three, and unfortunately it does not get in, but there is fight for the ball. Jessica had gotten it from the Midnight Rouges, and a foul is called. 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game, and I must say tension increases with the second as well. Tension, determination truly do increase with as the time goes on. Midnight Rouges attempt to make a three, and that gets in. These threes get cleaner and cleaner. Christine is really making an impact with that ball. Ruby Rascals are more nervous, more aggressive now. I can tell with their passes. They're filled with more power. What a perfect layup from the Midnight Rouges. Like I said, with every second, they just get more amped and keep getting better. Midnight Rouges is now leading 22-21. What an amazing comeback. But I did say, I don't want to sound like a buzzkill, but I did say that Midnight Rouges would make such a comeback. However, they are drawn now. Ruby Rascals have now taken the lead, 23. One minute, less than a minute is left now into the game. Again, Ruby Rascals is in the lead just by 1 point as the score is 23-22. Lukani takes the free throw, bounces, shoots, and unfortunately does not go in. They take another shot, again does not go in. They take one more, and it gets in. What quick comebacks. The score is now 25-22. Situnya from the Midnight Rouges passes it to Bonno. Bonno makes the 3, and unfortunately it bounces back to her. Lukani, buttery fingers, but she managed to get the ball back as she goes through the court, passes it to Naledi, and there's such aggressive defense from the Midnight Rouges. Christine takes the shot, and Midnight Rouges have made a score. The score is now 25-24. Ruby Rascals leading only by 1. Toju's about to take the free throw for the Midnight Rouges, and they've got 8 seconds left. She makes the free throw. It gets in, and they are now in the lead. Countdown goes on. Naledi and Lukani attempt to make more buckets for Ruby Rascals, and they do not go in. What an amazing game, what amazing competition and team spirit on both sides. However, for this game, it is a draw, 25-25. What do you think about this game, Steve?
Man, this game, it actually became more intense as the time kept on passing by. The moment Christine scored the 3-pointer, everybody went on their feet and they knew that it was time for them to pull their socks up, to put their gloves on. It was time for them to go to a brawl, and the game was played exceptionally well towards the end. We still have one more half left. Imagine if the first half ended this way. I wonder how the second half is going to be starting from. Remember, if you guys are watching out there, that was the voice of Anita Kopi alongside Kutra MC Mane, aka Steez, and we're going to be out here holding it down for you guys until the match ultimately ends. And we did talk about the players in their individuality, but we'll see how these teams are going to be played. So right now the score is a little tight. It is a little tight, and we'll see if the teams are going to either extend the lead, which one is going to come out on top, and which one is actually going to crack under the pressure. So far so good. Both teams are loving playing against each other. The spectators are ecstatic. The atmosphere is obviously intense. Anyways, we'll see you guys in just a little bit. And we're back again, and the game is underway. Second half has already started, and I'm seeing good camaraderie there. I'm seeing Lukani talking to Toju. They're laughing it out, and this game is going to actually look very, very ecstatic, man. I'm still yet to see what is Angie Buckets doing there, kneeling. I wonder what she's begging. Also, maybe could be begging her to score a bit of more 3-pointers there, but we'll see how this game is going to be played now. Mr. Official has started walking into the court, and just like that, we will see how this game has to be played. Now the game has started and Christine has already started. Will she do some of that Faithworks magic that she already does, that is commonly known for, or will she crack under pressure? That is the question everybody is asking themselves right now, but it is Christine. Anyways, eyes on the court right now. Carly has her hands on the ball and we'll see how this one goes. There goes Faith trying to see to it that they can extend the lead with 27 points at Ruby Rascals and Midnight Rouges going for 28. This game has actually started off to a really good start. It's been thrilling, it's been ecstatic, but we'll see how it is going to be going with exactly 50 with over 50 points shared between the two teams. And there they go now. Ooh, nice catch there by Michelle, giving it to Khali. Well, Khali misses with the ball a bit too wide on the far left side, and they might inevitably get it inside. But however, they are still trying to see that if they can run away with the lead, the Ruby Rascals, because right now they are trailing behind by 1 point. And there goes Hunter now. Hunter sees a lady. It's Angie Buckets, captain, my captain, and goes back to Hunter again. Ooh, it screams out of the bucket, and unfortunately the score still hasn't changed. There goes Lukani now. Lukani, Butterfingers there on the ball, saves it, gives it to Michelle. Michelle sees Faith. Ooh, just like that again. It feels like deja vu now. The same thing that happened to the Midnight Rouges is the same thing that just happened to the Ruby Rascals. Nice pivot there by Christine, and Angie Bucket is the one who responds in captain fashion. That is supremacy right there with now the Ruby Rascals. The Midnight Rouges actually. The Midnight Rouges are the ones who just scored on that one. Midnight Rouges. Midnight Rouges.
Kali with the ball from the Ruby Rascals, driving quickly through the court. They are not wasting any time. The balls are even faster now. Toji with the ball from the Midnight Rouges, aims for the layup, unfortunately misses it. Lukani with the ball from the Ruby Rascals. There's cheer for her. She attempts a layup and unfortunately does not make that one. Balls in black now as Situnya aka Hunter had the ball but lost it to the Ruby Rascals. A bucket scored by the Ruby Rascals. Michelle just made an excellent score from the Ruby Rascals, but now a timeout has been called. And I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but after every timeout, Midnight Rouges come stronger and stronger, faster, with more threes in their bags, up their sleeves, I mean. What do you think of the game so far in the second half?
I think the game has been played rather really well. We need to appreciate that the game has started off to a very high tempo, and I'm very proud. Unlike when it started, it was exciting, but this one the energy is a bit high. The thrill now that this is the deciding half of the match, and also the officials now, it looks like the patience is off it just a little bit. They're not taking any stories from the players. They're telling them do this and do this, we don't want this. They're actually setting their foot on the ground, and it looks like now the Ruby Rascals are the ones that are actually trailing behind. And the Midnight Rouges have done exceptionally well, especially on the turnovers and the 3-pointers and the turnovers and the 2-pointers. So they've capitalized a lot on where they actually need to capitalize, and just like that, we see they're also risk takers. And as you guys can see on court side now, there's Khali now giving it to Hazel. Hazel goes for the layup, and unfortunately the ball whisks out of her hands and goes into the hands of the green team, the Midnight Rouges. That's Toju giving it to Hunter. Will she go for a 3-pointer? She gives it all the way to the captain, Angie Buckets. Christine doesn't go for the layup, actually sees Bonno, and Bonno does a no-look shoot, and the ball says, you should have seen me, I would have gotten in. There goes Hazel now trying to do a bit of magic there for the Ruby Rascals, and unfortunately the basket doesn't see the ball again. Khali now, oh, nasty hit there by Toju and Lukani goes down, but she is strong. She's a tough cookie and she will stand. And just like that, the ball doesn't go in. It's Khali now, overhead pass there to Lukani, who was actually on the ground. She maintained her position, and that defensive position turned into an attack position. This is where they keep us telling us that the best defense is the best attack. And just like that, Michelle actually pulls up for the Ruby Rascals, and now the score is tied.
I must say, initially I did think that the Midnight Rouges would make a comeback, of which they did, but now it's just looking very, very tense. Bono with the ball from the Midnight Rouges. Christine aims for a 3, and that goes in smoothly. That was such a clean 3. Khali with the ball now from the Ruby Rascals. Passed it to Hazel, to Khali, and back to Lukani. Lukani aims for that shot and unfortunately misses it. Ball goes to Christine from the Midnight Rouge. Situnya with the ball, passes it to Christine, and unfortunately Battery Fingers had gotten the best of her there. Bunno shoots that 3 and unfortunately misses it, but that does not stop the team from attempting to make shots from under the ring, but unfortunately they do not go in. Balls with red now. Hazel looks for who to pass to. Khali with the ball, pass it to Michelle. Michelle to Lukani. Lukani makes that beautiful bucket. Wow, man. This is basketball. This is the meaning of Fast Break Friday. Clearly it's fast. Clearly it is fast. It's not called Fast Break Friday for no reason. Angie Buckets attempts to make that shot and does not miss and does not make it. A foul is called. Free throws. Free throw now is awarded to Angie Buckets from the Midnight Rouges. A lot of suspense from the crowd, from the team members as well, those from the bench, as they are waiting in anticipation to see whether these buckets from Angie Buckets herself go in.
Nicely done there by the green team. Angie Bucket sees herself on the free throw line. Effortlessly inside there is Angie Bucket. She still has another free throw there that she can capitalize on, and we'll see how this game is going to be played. We're seeing the Midnight Rouges and now sitting in a very, very comfortable lead, and the lead is extended. The lead is extended really, really well, and I see one team is asking for a substitution. It looks like Naledi is eager to actually jump in, and Lukani is calling it. She sees Michelle there. Michelle sees Khali bouncing the ball right in front of the ladies there. Khali wants to give it to a lady. Let's see who she's gonna give it to. She'll see. She actually gives it to Michelle again. Michelle sees Faith, and gives it to Khali inside. 2 straight going up there, does not have an angle of projection on the descent, and unfortunately, just like that, the Midnight Rouges capitalized on that turnover, and now the Midnight Rouges have indeed scored again. They are now at 36 points, and the Ruby Rascals are trailing behind. It's going to be very, very unfortunate, according to me, if this game doesn't end on a tie, because I genuinely feel like these two ladies, the two teams, are actually tied in terms of skill, speed, strength, and accuracy on the shorts. We'll see this one. Bono now catching it to restart it for the Midnight Rouges. They're seeing NG Buckets, and NG Buckets goes for a hang and unfortunately doesn't go in. And there, emerging from the rubble of players, is Lukani. Stops there, and the official calls it. And the official is calling for another substitution again, and Michelle wants to go out, and she's commanding that she actually wants to go out, and they're saying no, not yet, Michelle. For the Ruby Rascals, your time to shine is still here. We're seeing the lady walking in, and now Faith is the one who's actually stepping out.
Situnya aka Hunter has just substituted. Yasmin is now back on the court. Michelle from the Ruby Rascals has got the ball now, looking for who to pass to, and she passes to Lukani. Lukani attempts to make a shot by herself, but there's such aggressive defense from the Midnight Rouges, of whom Christine from that very team has got the ball now. A layup is attempted, and it just glides across the ring, but does not go in. There's high expectation from both teams. Naledi, the captain of the Ruby Rascals, just attempted to make a shot, and unfortunately that did not go in. Kali from the Ruby Rascals has got the ball now. Yasmin putting up such strong defense, making it very difficult for Kali to have passed that ball.
Just like that, the game has actually started. It's underway right now, and we're looking at 36 points for the Midnight Rouges and Ruby Rascals sitting at 32 points. There hasn't been any change since the last time we left. Now, the Midnight Rouges are the one now on the attack, and the 3-pointer there, the risk there is taken. And as they always say, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. And we're seeing one team now that is actually here on the ball now. It looks like the spectators are now the ones arguing with the official. The officials are communicating, but the spectators are actually getting in charge of the time. Yes, now the communication has been cleared. Now we're looking at a time where it's controversy now. The controversy. Lukani starting it right now. It's Khali on her far left side. She's not seeing her. Oh, she does see her. And it's actually Khali now on the ball now. She shouldn't have waited that long for the defense actually. And the official says the ball has to be started on the free throw line. It's a side ball actually. It's a side ball, not a free throw. And it's a much needed advantage for the Ruby Rascals in this particular instance, because the Ruby Rascals need to ensure that at the very least they try to aim for the tie. And it looks like that is Faith on the ball, and Faith there. Faith doesn't go in there. Oh my word. Fighting for the ball now. Very nasty there. It's Bunno. Very serious there. She knows she wanted that ball no matter what. Yasmin starting it now. Alongside her is Bonno. On the far left side is Angie Buckets. Angie Buckets there. It's very rare to see Angie Buckets playing on this side of the court on the far left side, because usually she aims better when she's on the right side of the court, especially when her team is attacking from left to right. In this particular instance, she's attacking on the far left side, but we'll see if she's actually going to pull it off. Usually in this matter, we'll see Christine being the one assisting on that far left side. And with less than 9 minutes left to play, the game is still underway.
Ruby Rascals are not taking the second half of the match lightly. My lady is quite aggressive on this court. She attempts to make a bucket. Lukani now makes a pass to Naledi, of whom Michelle gets the ball. Attempts to score. Unfortunately, that does not go in. Crowd had put hope in Jessica catching that one, but she did not. Situnia from the Midnight Rouges driving through the court. Passes it to Christine, who passes it back to Hunter. She attempts to make a bucket, but it does not go in. Angie buckets to Yasmin. Yasmin to the ring, and it does not go in. It just swirls and just gets back out. Lukani to Khali. Khali to the ring. Doesn't make it. Balls with black now. Situnya, who runs directly through the court, passes it to Christine, who attempts a shot but does not make it. A foul is called, of whom Christine gets to take the free throw for Midnight Rouges. A timeout is called yet again. I think there are more timeouts in the second half. What do you think?
Oh yes, there actually are timeouts in this particular match. I think the players now, it could be the pressure. It could also be a change in strategy, because the score hasn't moved as much as it moved on the first half, right? There's been less than 10 points scored between the two teams in the second half, whereas in the whole of the first half we reached a staggering 52 points over in total. and I think that they also need a change in strategy. They need to rethink the whole game plan and maybe see to it if changing too many players has worked, because there was a time when one of these two teams, the Midnight Rouges, was actually playing with one line only. They didn't change the line. They did that, and I remember talking to Angie Buckets and asking her after the end of the match that did it work on the current victories, and they were like, it actually worked because it allows the teams to actually have a clear mind as they're playing. Sometimes when you go sit down, lactic acid gets produced and you walk into the court feeling more tired than refreshed. So maybe the timeouts, they're changing in personnel, because if you also look, there hasn't been as much substitutions as they have been in the first half. So that could also be a contributing factor to the things we're seeing right now, where the score hasn't changed drastically as it did, because in the first half there were too many substitutions happening frequently. Now it's been the same people. So now this time out we might see that happening, because right now on the sidelines we're seeing Toji, and then on the other side we'll see if they're going to change.
That is such excellent basketball wisdom from Steezy right here with me. As I had mentioned that Christine attempted to make those free throws, however they did not get in. Ruby Rascals following suit with missing buckets. However, Hunter from the Midnight Rouges has now got the ball, looking for who to pass to. She passes to Bunna to Toji. To Christine, Christine attempted to score, did not make it. Yasmin caught it under the ring. Bunna attempts a three and it does not go in, but not all hope is lost. Ball is still with black. Yasmin attempts to make the shot on her own, but she fails to do so. Balls with the red now. Kali moving quick on her little feet through the court. Powerful passes to her teammates. My lady playing with focus. More strategy on both sides of the team as well.
We're still yet to see those attempts at the three-pointers being successful in this particular match, but there is no love lost between the commentators and the players right there. We'll see how this one goes. NG Buckets hanging there to get a two-pointer. Unfortunately, it is unsuccessful, but let's see. Khali now is starting the ball. It's actually Lukani. Lukani is the one who's starting the game now, and we're still yet to confirm success in this particular game. Now there goes Christine. Christine watching the ball leave her position, and it's a change in personnel. Toju calls Christine, and Christine is walking out, finally getting a chance to breathe. We're seeing Yasmin now. Yasmin changing with Jemima. Jemima is back on the court. We've seen Jemima on a roll earlier today on the first half, but we'll see how this one goes. There's Khali now on the ball. Khali still yet to make a very huge impact on the game on the second half there. Ooh, nicely done there. Is Faith. Now Faith putting the ball inside of the bucket. Really, they're rolling right on top of the rim before actually now falling into the bucket. And Hunter now on the ball. There goes Hunter. Now we'll see how she's going to do this one. It's Hunter on the ball now. NG Bucket. Ooh, NG Buckets there on the three-pointer now, and that is nicely done there. Madam Captain, what do you think of that three-pointer? She actually had a lot of people on her defense, but she managed either way to get it inside. And before we get there goes Faith again. Faith now actually responding in fashion, and it's a 4-point difference. But I want us to talk about the three-pointer that NG Buckets just put inside of the bucket.
Again, there's a reason they call her Angie Buckets. She makes those buckets so effortlessly. And if you're watching right now, which I know that you are, as the sun is setting, as it gets darker, the Midnight Rouges uniform does get brighter. So I guess this really is that time to shine. Hence the name Midnight Rouges.
Alright, so we're back now, and the game is about to come to a thrilling conclusion. Now, there goes Lukani there. Ooh, Lukani, nice catch there. Unfortunately, they whisk it inside. Lukani getting that necessary 2 points there. And we just to go, a minute to go, and it's going to be one of the craziest minutes we'll see. The question is, in this minute, will the Midnight Rouges steal it, run away with it, or will the Ruby Rascals actually steal from the Midnight Rouges? Let's see Christine now. Christine giving it to Yasmin, and now we're seeing Bono doesn't go for the 3-pointer, and unfortunately she goes out for a pass. They keep on passing the ball. They keep on passing the ball. Ooh, nice attempt at a steal there. Nice attempt there. Nice attempt there by Khalid to actually steal the ball, and we'll see how they're going to be playing now. They're looking for a chance at redemption. One team is 4 points short of the victory. One team is 4 points ahead of the other one, and looks like we're seeing a possible free throw here. Is it a side ball? It's a side ball, actually, not a free throw. Yes, it is a side ball, and we'll see how this one goes. It's less than a minute left to play. The lady standing right under the bucket for the defense against the Midnight Rouges. I will be surprised if this match does not end in a tie. I'm genuinely hoping this match ends in a tie, actually. But we'll see. It's a game of Fast Break Friday. It's called Fast Break Friday for a reason. Remember, you guys can catch us on FBF26 on social media, and go to our Instagram page at FaithWorks Sports with an X, and just go out there to check the latest showdowns on the most valued players, the players of the match, the lineups, as well as any updates that are necessary. Oh, nice steal there is Kali. Now she doesn't actually go for the shot, she goes for the pass to Lukani. Lukani doesn't go for the shot as well. There goes Kali for the shot. It bounces on top of the whiteboard, the backboard, and Hazel now on the ball. Gives it to Christine. Christine alone on the layup. She's not alone. Defended there by Lukani, Kali, and Faith. And they're going to see now. Let's see. When just a few seconds left to play, and the ball is underway. Hunter on the ball. And just like that, we'll see how this game is played. And just like that, the game is done. And ladies and gentlemen, the Midnight Rouges have actually stolen this match. The Midnight Rouges have actually stolen the match. What are your thoughts on the match so far and how it ended?
Man, these women know ball. I played ball in high school, but clearly it was nothing compared to this. I think that both teams, not that I think, I do know that both teams brought their A game to the court, with Midnight Rouges walking away with the win for this one. They walk away very proud, cheering each other on, huddling, hooing, cheering, and everybody's so giddy and excited.
We started off slow, and then we started to pick up momentum, but after the second half we started again slow. But I think we ended the game pretty well, and everyone did their part towards the end.
I think there was a little bit of a mishap towards the second half. Is there any strategy that you guys are coming into the next matches changing?
Honestly, I told these girls that all of us are skilled in the team. We all can play really well, and I felt like they were just a bit demoralized from the score, and they just don't know how to do a pickup game. But as a team, we worked on it, and we picked up each other on that court, and I think the next game, definitely we're going to start strong, mentally, physically, emotionally. Everyone is going to be on lock.
All right, thank you so much. That was Lukani Matangwane all the way from the Ruby Rascals. They played exceptionally well. Right now, let's go see what the captain of the Midnight Rouges has to say about that victory. And the last part of the interviews is the interview with Miss Angie Buckets, the captain of the Midnight Rouges. Perfect victory that you guys picked up. You guys walked in as underdogs. You came out victorious. What are your thoughts?
I'm proud of my team. That's the biggest thing. I'm extremely proud of my team because for the most part, people feel like the black team is cursed. The Black Raiders and
Black
the Midnight,
Rebels.
Black Rebels and us Midnight Rogues. They feel like we're working whenever. This is the first time Midnight Rogue is going to the finals, and I'm going to make sure we're winning this final.
You guys heard it directly here from the horse's mouth, the captain of the Midnight Rouges. Any strategies that you guys are going to be walking into the next few matches that you guys have changed and are going to be implementing?
Speed, and more team chemistry. I feel like already as individuals we have a lot of skill. The thing that's kind of lacking is the chemistry. So from this point till the 4th of April, we're just going to be training together. So when we walk in there,
She is tooting her horn. Thank you so much, Angie Buckets. Congratulations on the victory that went to the Midnight Rouges. So see you guys next week on Fast Break Friday.
All right, thank you.